Yeah, right everyone, welcome back, good evening, all that kind of stuff. Okay, this video is for my good friend Christopher John Edward Leonard James Murphy, King of the Roast. Now, I wasn't going to do a video because just got in from work. It's now 5 to 7 in the evening. I'm shattered, mate, as you can see. Look, sunburnt, fucking hell, do you know what I mean? Arms are bloody red. Now, I always go red, I never go brown. Yeah, and I'm knackered. So, big up, Chris. Big up. Thanks for the super thanks, mate. Yeah, gonna talk to Chris at the end of the video about things. But first, more importantly, I see Shadow Bacon's video this morning, and again, he was waffling on one about the BKFC and Danny Christie, Connor Turney, and giving his analysis and basically ripping into Brett May, Billy No Mates, Billy Bullshitter, and why I somewhat agree with what Shadow Bacon says. I hardly think he's in the right situation to be preaching to anyone on here about the fight game. Mate, you've never had a real fight. You've never had a proper fight. Forget about Andy Goy and his glass jaw. Forget about Bash and he's always being punch drunk. You're not like a Matt Legg. You're not like a Mick Terrell. You're not like a ticking time bomb that actually's put the work in, gone professional, had fights, had wars. Do you know what I mean? You're an embarrassment. You're as bad as Mayo, to be honest. You're both fucking Billy Bullshitters. You both got fighting channels. But where's the fighting? Where is the fighting? There is none. He had the cheek to say, Shadow Bacon, on his video earlier. What was it? Hold on, I've written this down because it was such a confusing thing to say. Not that it was a good fight. Not that it was a good fight, ladies and gentlemen. Those were his actual words. And right at the end of the video, what does he say? Mr. Inconsistent. It was probably one of the best bare-knuckle fights he's ever seen that has ever taken place. A slight exaggeration. Well, I'll take my hat off to Danny Christie and Connor Turney. It was a good fight. You know, none of them two are world class, but hats off to them. You know what I mean? They're good on a British level, should we say. They're decent amateurs. Danny's face today. Jesus Christ. He looked like that guy from the film Mask, didn't he? He looked like the Elephant Man. He looked like he got run over, and then he got fucking run over again. Jesus Christ. And did you see Brett May? Did you see Brett May with that cringe video? Crying he was. I don't know why he was crying, or otherwise he had some problem with his eye. He kept rubbing his eye. I think he was crying anyway. Saying about, he's had it hard as well. He's a fighter. His scars, they came from being in wars on his own. He hasn't got the brothers, the uncles, or the friends. Yeah, you're right. Brett, you are a loner, and you are a Billy Bullshit. But look, you've been out of prison now 8 months. The obstacle before was the licence. Then the obstacle was you couldn't find the right opponent. Then the obstacle was you want to be on the BKFC. You know, every time you just moved the goalpost, it just became fucking pathetic. It's pathetic. The whole fucking everything that comes out your mouth, Mayo, is pathetic. You're just a big slabby porky. Do you know what I mean? You haven't got fit. In fact, you put on weight. The double chin became a triple chin. The titties became udders. Milk me. Yeah, all that loose skin. No. You're never going to have a fight, mate. You're never going to get fit, you big fat pudding. Let alone have a fight. It's a smoke screen. What happened to Decker? What happened to Decker's imminent return? Rumours are that Danny's warned him off of YouTube. Is Danny really got that influence on Big Decker, where now Decker's scared to show up on YouTube for fear of upsetting his master? How are these two men going to have a rematch if Decker's scared of him? You know, the fight game is mental as well as physical. Do you get me? If you go into a fight thinking you've lost, you've lost. I never went into a fight thinking I've lost. I went fucking ballistic. I went fucking crazy. I just see red and I just stinked in like a fucking wild animal. Alright, Christopher, John, Edward, James, Leonard, Murphy, whatever. I don't know. I see your video earlier. I don't know why you're apologising to Paul Dumbo Venice. Yeah, alright, you was doing supersets, he was doing supersets. He's got a decent physique, but he's all sticking fucking needles up your backside, mate. You know, not, you know, a little bit of hard work. But it's easier when you're on the fucking trend, the D-ball and all the rest of it, you know what I mean? Once he comes off them steroids, the guy's going to deflate like a fucking balloon. And he's not a tough guy. One fight in 9 years. He's a short-ass little motherfucker. Do you know what I mean? Murphy, he makes you look like a fucking giant. No, I would have apologised to Venice. It is what it is. Venice knows nothing about the fight game because he's not involved in the fight game. Having a few friendly spars in a gym doesn't qualify you for being a fighter. Yeah, all that K1, kickboxing, malarkey was fucking donkeys years ago. You know what I mean? Oi, the taxi driver, you're a bit fat. Oi, what, 50 quid, mate, get in a ring with him. You know, yeah. That's a farce, mate. Ian Stun Gun Paddy. He's alright, to be honest. I quite like him. I'm working on his voice. I'm going to try and do a little stun gun voice impression soon. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I've been watching little bits of him. He's alright, but still I want to apologise to him because he probably is on the packet. Do you know what I'm saying? But Chris, we're the only ones that are natural. We're the only ones that are putting in blood, sweat and tears. Same as you, mate. I'm doing an hour and a half of cardio on my exercise bike, my indoor exercise bike. Plus I'm 30 minutes on my normal bike in the mornings before I go work. Then I'm doing like fucking 10, 11 hours shift at work. So that's burning extra calories. I'm on one meal a day, like boiled eggs and carrots or just steak and onions or chicken and veg. Do you know what I mean? Very, and then for the rest of the day I'll eat just fruit, you know, cucumbers, celery, you know, peaches, apples. Do you know what I mean? I've even stopped eating nuts. Do you know what I mean? I'm not even eating nuts now. I'm really trying to get myself, boom, into good shape. Boom! Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so yeah, I'm exercising away, mate. I'm doing it like you. Blood, sweat and tears. I think it's going to take me another couple of months and then I'm going to be in pretty decent shape. Doing lat pull downs, landmine, T-bar rows, bench press, 1 day a week. Then the other day of the week I'm doing dumbbell curls, heavy shrugs, side laterals and rope, tricep rope push downs. That is it. That's all I'm doing. Twice a week. One workout, 2 days of training weights a week. But cardio every day. Do you know what I mean? It's a long old road. You know, we don't all take weightlifting pills like Video Craig or weight loss injections like Video Craig, whatever he's on, I don't know, but it's the cheating way, innit, to losing weight and getting in. Well, not that he's in shape, because I've seen more meat on a fucking pickle stick than I have on Video Craig's arms. Jesus Christ, mate. Jesus, they're thin. Oh, I'd say they're about 7-inch guns. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm training as well, Chris, and I'm enjoying your videos, mate. Keep it up, and like I said, I was going to do this video tonight. That's why I've got nothing to talk about. Not that anything ever happens on this corner of YouTube. It's the same old numbskulls, you know, every day, arguing, squabbling, you know, going to fight, and guess what? There's never no fights. The business is another one. 20-week training camps for what? Nobody cares. Shadow Bacon, God knows how he's got the fucking barefaced audacity to come on here and preach about fucking fighting. And the guy's never had a fight in his life. He's a wrestler. He's building the shit of doom. He's this, he's that. You know what? Nothing. It's all talk. It's all fucking talk with this lot. I'm the only one that keeps it real. I'm the only one, apart from Banter JDP, apart from Chris Murphy, we're the only three that keep it real on here. Really real, out of the content creators. Do you get me, you know? The other content creators, they talk a good one, but they don't do nothing. Do you know what I mean? You want the real shit, you watch the doc. You want the fake ones, you go elsewhere. Alright, that's, right, that's about it. Nearly done 10 minutes. May as well do 10 minutes, and that's an extra advert, as they say, innit? So, yeah, people, I'll speak to you tomorrow, and hopefully there's a little bit more to cover on YouTube, but what a cheek of Shadow Bacon. Having a cheek to pass judgment over two proper fighting men, you know, Conor and Danny. And same with Brett May. He's not been there, he's not done it, he's never going to fucking fight. He's a big fucking lazy lump. Do you know what I mean? Why has he got a phobia to gyms or something? I don't know. Anyway, keep it up with the kebab rolls, Brett, and the KFC and the Dominoes and all the rest of it. God bless.